Alright guys, welcome back to the Combustion Gamer YouTube channel and NASCAR Heat 5 Florida Racing. So, here's the important skinny and everything in the point standings. Currently, we are barely above the 20 mark. So we are just barely there. Currently with a win. We need to be able to get that to be much better than it is currently, because if we switch over to the playoff standings, you can see right here, we are just hanging on by a thread in this playoffs setting here in the Xfinity series. So we've got a lot of work to do to get our points to a much better place. A second win would be awesome, but I'm not going to hold my breath on that one. So anyways, we're heading out to the Monster Mile, Dover. So let's see what we can do at the Monster Mile, as I already said. So let's get ready to go. Alright guys, welcome back to Dover Motor Speedways. We're about to go racing here. If you haven't already hit that like and subscribe button, please do so. And don't forget to check out the merch store. So let's get ready to go racing here at Dover. Alrighty, here we go at Dover International Raceway. We just got to get points. That's really all we got to do. So we got Austin Hill, who isn't nearly as fast as expected. Anthony Alfredo crashed during qualifying, and CJ McLaughlin, of course, failed the optical scanning station multiple times. Not good, that's for sure. Alrighty, so let's get ourselves going here, and let's see what we can accomplish. I'm going to hope for some points. Alright, Dover, one of the fastest and funnest tracks on the circuit. One of my favorites, that's for sure. We got ourselves 10 laps in the first stage. 18 laps of fuel remaining here. So pitting will probably not be an issue here on the Monster Mile for stage 1. Car feels a little bit on the tight side. Watch the tire wear and all that pretty closely. But definitely fast-paced. Car feels pretty good. It's already up to 27. Certainly helpful to gain some positions pretty quick here. Can use some more, that's for sure. Came up into the 6th car there just a little bit. Don't want to hit that water bucket car too many times. Alright, 23 currently. Car feels really good. Oh, we got Kobe Howard running up here in the top 25. That's a scary issue we haven't experienced before. I don't think we want to either. Alright, get past Mr. Nemechek. See if we can't get into the top 20. We got Williams here in the 92.07. Car feels really good. Looking at the tire wear is doing really good as well. Certainly like what I'm seeing so far from the tire wear. I got past the 07 here. We're in the top 18. That's pretty good. Love how fast this track drives. It's just one of the funnest tracks on the circuit, that's for sure. But it drives very, very quickly. Makes for a very enjoyable race, that's for sure. Almost came in a little bit too hot there on the 44. Gonna get a little bit too high. A little wall tap there, not too bad. The question is how much are the tires wearing? And if we need to switch tires out or not. That's going to be one of our little pit strategy things we can do. So there we go, 4 laps remaining. Definitely going to have to do right sides, that's for sure. Looks like the left side front's wearing a good deal as well. We got 16th, that's pretty good. I think that's about all the momentum we have for right now. Got 3 laps remaining. We're definitely going to have to take 4 tires more than likely there. So that's certainly good. We need to be better, but we'll take 16th and see what we can work with in the following stages. able to get the 19 leading the way. Doesn't seem to be anybody challenging him too much. But yeah, those points are really what are important, because dropping below that the top 20 line there, and we are out on our nose basically, and aren't getting anywhere. Anthony Alfredo with a lot of speed there. We are not going to be getting a entry into the playoffs. I think that's the issue we had last year as well, is that we ended up just losing out on points and didn't get into the playoffs. That's one thing we've got to work on, is the points. We don't have a bad car, we just don't have a necessarily good car. But if we can get into the playoffs, that might give us a good chance to get some stuff done there, as we are 17th in stage 1, not too bad. Right, everybody's coming down the pit road. The pit. We're going to go ahead and get those 4 tires done. Tape, wedge. The car felt really good there, so we're going to leave it as it is. Like how it feels. The pit crew gets us 4 spots, thanks to those guys. That certainly helps. And let's get ready to go racing here. Right back to it. Car takes off pretty good. See how well we run with these guys here, as we're in the top 10. Stage 2, 10-lap shootout as well. Got into the wall there just a little bit, not too bad. Hemrick trying to send us farther up the track. I felt a little bit stiff there on the takeoff. We got Alex the Bay up there. That's not who we want to see up there at all, because that will spell the end of our racing potential in the playoffs. Because that's what we don't need, is another winner. That's a Hemrick there a little bit hard. We got a little bit of front end damage now. That's not going to help either. We'll try and get some stage points here at least, if we can. Yep, Hemrick just continues to be right where we don't need him to be, as we get Anthony Alfredo coming up to get points as well. Yep, Hemrick keeps blocking us pretty good here. Now we're getting moved up the track by Alfredo. That's how. Try and dive underneath him a little bit. Yeah, we don't quite have enough bite there through the turn to really get going. A little bit into the wall, not too bad, no damage there. Yeah, so we kind of hit a wall here, as we got Clements coming up from behind. See if we can't get some draft. Yeah, just a little bit, not a whole lot though. Just can't quite seem to get any speed. Get past these guys here. As the car tries to go up to the wall, hit it. And lets Clements get by us, so we're kind of losing our point paying race here, which is what we need. We're doing really good hanging up here in the top 15. Yep, there it goes. Knew it. No caution. Don't ask me why, I don't know. Multiple cars hits. Cars spinning out. But no caution. We got Kobe Howard hanging on our rear end again. I really don't like you there. Go away. All the way back here in 25th now. Not helpful, conducive to getting points, that's for sure. The car's fast. I mean, I'm not going to say that it's not a good car. The car is excellent. The team did a good job. It just, unfortunately, with that spin, we aren't going to do much better. But also, I mean, we just kind of got there to like the top 12 and just sat. We couldn't really get moving there. Not really any speed to move farther up, unfortunately. So we're going to dig ourselves into another, yeah, because that extra bay there gets the stage win. That's going to dig us into a points hole that we did not want to be in. Yeah, so that's not helpful whatsoever here. I'm going to come in, get the pits. I'm going to try and take down the wedge just a little bit. We're going to see if that helps the car loosen up ever so slightly. We gained 3 positions. A lot of guys in front of us here did not appear to have pitted. That's interesting. Yeah, so the leaders did not pit. Or at least didn't move anyways. Car does feel a little bit better maybe in the turn. We'll see how it handles here. Not too bad. Give 25 laps remaining, 17 laps of fuel. Green flag pit stops will be a thing, minus a caution or 2. Which here at Dover is quite possible. I just saw a car spin out behind me, but apparently it didn't. Kind of dived down there to try and block our guy. That didn't really work. Four teammates haven't really seemed to have done a whole lot this year. I have to check what the wins are, but they seem to be up here. But I don't remember how much winning they've actually done, unfortunately. They're definitely not doing super good here. A little bit of wear there on the front. Not too bad. But yeah, we just do not currently have a whole lot of speed on these guys. So I might have to play around with some strategy, I guess. I have to see when they pit and go from there. So obviously the caution comes out, that can totally change up everything. So we'll have to see how that works. We have moved up to the 13th position, which is nice. Got 69% on the right front tire. Balicki being a pain there and road blocking us. Dive underneath him here. That's gonna give us that track position. So Alex LeBay continues to lead this thing, so if he gets a win, we'll be basically out, unless we can win at Daytona, which isn't that likely. Possible, but not likely. Yeah, because we don't even have a super speedway car, so very unlikely. And then I think the only other race we have is Darlington. That's a possibility that we could get a win, but not that good of one, unfortunately. Yeah, we just get up to about 13th here, and we just kind of sit, and everybody else starts moving past us, unfortunately. So not a whole lot we can do about that, save hope for some sort of strategy or caution or something to pop up that can give us a potential advantage, which currently we don't have. Try and block Haley here. There we go. Got a gun to check up there. See if we can get the Gregson. get that draft there. Alright, he's moved down to the bottom. Smart move on his part. We are really wearing the tires out, that's for sure. There we go, to 11th. So you see how far this field is stretched out. Get Gregson to our outside there. So it's going to be kind of difficult to be able to leapfrog anybody on pit road, as Alex Bay has checked out of being in contention at this point, just deciding to go ahead and be all the way up in front. So he's way out there doing a pretty good job. So here we are, we got 5 laps remaining. The tires are kind of wearing a little bit faster than our fuel's going, so we're going to have to watch out for that. So I mean, we're running good, it's just we kind of get here and we kind of just stay. We can't really move any farther up, unfortunately. "13 laps to go, 4 laps of fuel remaining." As I said, if we don't get a caution, it's going to be interesting to see when everybody starts pitting. Watching our front tire there, we're going to have to probably pit before they do. Which might not be the worst idea, honestly. I think we have, potentially we would have enough fuel to make it to the end. We'll see what we have this time by. Yep, so we're going to have to pit here just for the tires. So we're going to go ahead next time by and we'll come in and pit. Let's see here. Yeah, so we should have plenty of fuel on this pit stop to be able to make it all the way to the end of the race. So we're going to try and pit here and we're going to see how that all goes. Alrighty, currently looks like we have 1 car pitting here. And totally missed the commitment line. That's not going to help us out at all. So we'll probably end up with a penalty, unfortunately. We'll have to see how that works. And make sure we have plenty of fuel there. We're going to get 4 tires, tape, everything. I'm thinking we're going to get a penalty, unfortunately, for that terrible entry. Haven't had to enter pit road on green flag pit stops for a while. Yep, got a penalty. Everybody else coming down pit road now. Everybody came down to pit road, so let's see where we're at. One lap to the leader. So we'll see if we can get that lap back. And we should get it right about now. There we go. So we're now back on the lead lap. Got Michael Arnett directly behind us. So I could technically have switched up everything. So this could be an interesting finish, and if we get a caution, things could also be really interesting. So we'll have to wait and see on that one. Not sure if Michael Arnett pitted early and got out, or if he's going to be having to pit here soon. So we'll have to watch that particular development. So we'll have to get past these guys here and get some position back. I think Michael Arnett might have been able to leapfrog Alex Bay. Which, if so, that's going to be a little bit better for our point standings potentially. But we will have to wait and see. Yeah, this is one of the hardest pit roads to come down onto, honestly, from this particular track, just because you got so much banking, and you got to really start slowing down way earlier than you would even imagine. So, bit of a problem there. Alright, come on, let's get to these guys. Need all the positions we can get, if we can get them. Go, 2 spots right there. Another spot right there. 2 spots, I believe, in front of us there. Yep, so let's go get those 2. If we can finish in the top 20 after all that, that'll be a pretty good day, honestly. Wasn't the worst day, but definitely could have been a lot better. So technically 2 laps to go at the moment. So Michael Nett's right behind me. He's already gotten 2 to go. Got past Earnhardt. He's going to kind of cross us here. Got 2 laps remaining. And Earnhardt tries to take us out. Trying to stay on the lead lap. Able to do it. 1 lap to go. Presented by Combustion Gamer gear. That gives us an opportunity to potentially get another spot or 2. I don't think we'll be able to do it, but it gave us that opportunity. And there we go, 21st. Not the finish we wanted, but we got it anyways. Hard racing there, trying to stay on the lead lap, that's for sure. Whew. Alright guys, so there you go. Your winner, Michael Nett, Brandon Jones, Anthony Alfredo, Ryan Sieg, JC Little, Harrison Burton, Riley Herbst, Austin Cindric, Noah Gregson, Alex the Bay. Your top 10 at Dover. Got ourselves a pretty good merch payout, nice sponsor payout as well. Certainly helpful. And point standings, we have been able to stay currently above the top 20. Let's see here. Alex the Bay, though, has popped himself up into the top 10 in points currently, so really good job by him there. But currently, yeah, we are still struggling. Yeah, because we are, look at that, we are like 1 point away from dropping to Josh Palicki, and then 3 points to drop to Tommy Joe Martin. So it is razor thin there, so we gotta work on that, because that is not going to be good. Alex the Bay there having a really good race there, fastest lap, most laps led, and let's see what other stats we have. And then Anthony Alfredo from 35th to 3rd, so good job to him. And then Ray Black Jr. from 16th to 34th. Well, that's about normal. So definitely an interesting race, that's for sure. Alrighty guys, so we're going to be racing at Daytona next up. So let's take a look at the standings for the Xfinity Series, of course. We had just barely... we got the wrong series, hold on. There we go. We are just barely currently hanging on there. We got Alex the Bay, who is now taking the final non-winner point there. As you can see, we got Timmy Hill, who technically has a win, but he is not in here because he is outside of the top 20. So that's how that's all going down currently. But yeah, you can see Alex the Bay currently able to get into that final spot right now on points. We're currently locked in because we're above the top 20, but we've got to keep that way through Daytona, Darlington, and Richmond. And then, of course, we got the Bristol Food City 300, which, of course, will be the beginning of our playoff session. So we've got 3 races to work on our points and to get them a little bit better. So we're going to have to see how we do. So we did ahead and did a bit of a splurge and got ourselves our aero department upgraded ever so slightly. So we're going to have to see if that helps us out any at Daytona. Hopefully it will, but we won't hold our breath for that either. So next up we have the doubleheader at Daytona along with the Cup Series, Xfinity and Cup Series racing. So that's going to be pretty neat as well. Look at our schedule here. And then, of course, Donington for Cup and Xfinity as well. So we have that going on there. So looking over at the trucks, we've got the Silverado 250 Canadian Tire. Not going to be one of our better races, I don't think, but we'll see what we can do. And then we'll be heading to Bristol there in the round of 10 to finish it off. And then, of course, Las Vegas will be next up in the Truck Series. Looking at the Cup, we've got Daytona, Donington will be doing. Then, of course, Bristol and Talladega, Charlotte Roval, and of course we'll end the day off with Phoenix there at the final few races of our part-time season in the Cup Series. So not too many left there, so we'll have to see how that works. So let's look at the playoff standings here for now. This is kind of interesting. So Kyle Busch currently leads the points standings at the moment with 4 wins on the season. Denny Hamlin in second. Ryan Newman actually has wins, so that's good for him. See if there's anybody else. Currently, Chase Elliott, Clint Boyer, Ryan Blaney, and Martin Truex Jr. are currently in the playoffs without any wins at the moment. So that's interesting. Looking at who needs points. Chris Buescher, Jimmy Johnson, Alex Bowman, Eric Almirola, and Eric Jones currently need points. So that's what's going on there at the moment. So switching over to the regular season points. Currently, you got Martin Truex Jr. leading the way with 1,016. Joey Logano in second, and Denny Hamlin in third. Kyle Busch there in fourth. So that's how the current standings work at the moment. But yeah, that's going to be interesting to see who gets the Cup Series playoffs. But anyways, guys, we've got Daytona coming up next. We're going to have a Speedway car that's going to be rated at 85/85. It's not going to be our best, but we're going to see how it does. Hopefully it does a little bit better than we're expecting. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and we'll see you here next time in NASCAR Heat 5 and Florida Racing. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.